Good afternoon, Mrs. Vogel. We, the Vietnamese American people in Virginia, are here to support you. We love your work, but we have a few concerns to bring to your attention. At this time, I think a few months ago, Governor McAuliffe welcomed six businessmen from the communist Vietnam, and we want to challenge that because the communist Vietnamese government commit atrocities against its people, especially the Wahao Buddhists. They slit the throat of a few believers. They isolated them and didn't let them get any food supply and a lot of other tactics like that. Do you have any plan to help us to bring that to the attention of the government and to try to stop those atrocities?
Yes, and I'm so grateful first to have the chance to visit with you and incredibly grateful for your support and very grateful to have the opportunity to speak to this because the persecution that has happened in Vietnam against the Wahao and others is indefensible. And for the Commonwealth of Virginia to embrace that and to allow representatives of that government to come here as if they were credible and not challenge them for their horrible atrocities and for the way they have governed and for the way they have exploited their own citizens. It is our responsibility, those of us who are friends to the Vietnamese community, those of you who are active in the Vietnamese community, to stand up and call it wrong. And I am truly sorry that the government of Virginia was engaged that way. And all I can say is that we need to elect people who are sensitive and who understand and who pay attention and who understand that it's more than just welcoming a delegation of people, that you give them credibility and you empower people to continue to do bad things if you embrace them and welcome them without calling them out. And so my commitment to the community is to call people out and hold people accountable and to support your community, which is our community. It is a community that is so important and so invested in this region of Virginia, contributes so much to our economy, to healthcare, to jobs, to the technology sector, to education. And so it's indeed a real slap when that happens in Virginia. And all I can say is I am so committed to stand with you and so honored to be with you today.
Thank you so much. I have another question. Is there any way that you could somehow influence the government here to stop welcoming them and stop their plan to create like 7 industry sectors, and they like to expand and also sponsor a few of the, I think 6 of the cities over in Vietnam?
Well, so the entire focus and policy, the policy direction of the Commonwealth of Virginia is decided by the governor's administration, working with the lieutenant governor. And as you know, I'm running for lieutenant governor and working with the attorney general. And so the policies that the governor embraces when it comes to the conversation that we're having about economic development and embracing people who've come from Vietnam, who represent a communist government, that have committed atrocities that are deeply offensive to the Vietnamese community in Virginia, all I can say is that I'm 100% committed to stand with an administration that would take a different policy position, that would not embrace that, and that would work with our community here and work with the Vietnamese community towards the kind of policies that they want, both in the United States, in Virginia specifically, in our community, and also for their family at home in Vietnam, for the people that they want to advocate for and for the lives that they're fighting to save. And so I can just tell you that strong leadership in the Commonwealth of Virginia, making those decisions in the best interest of the Vietnamese community will make the difference, because that's who makes that decision. It's the governor.
Well, thank you so much, Mrs. Vogel. We will support you, and we really love all of your humanistic concern for us, the immigrants here. We will do our best to help your campaign. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's an honor to be able to stand with the community and to have the community be willing to stand with me and collaborate and be supportive and be a part of how it is that we plan to lead when we govern the Commonwealth of Virginia, and we want you to be there with us. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Question for you. How about a treaty that the governor already signed? So what do you think about that? You can continue, or do you want to?
So So the next administration, the next governor will have an opportunity to go back and review agreements and treaties and memorandums of understanding. And the next governor will have a different view. Governor Gillespie, who will be the next governor, I believe, is a very enlightened person who's very culturally sensitive. He lives in this region of Virginia. He is from here. He understands the concerns of the Vietnamese community and will be very, very engaged and will be listening, most importantly, because that's what it means to be a good governor and to be a good leader is to listen and to have your community involved. And so whether it's this treaty or this agreement or any others that are not in the best interest of the community, you can be sure that this governor will stand up and do the right thing. And I, as the next lieutenant governor, I hope will be there to be supportive, to stand and make those good decisions on behalf of the community.